What is up, 7-3 fans? Welcome back to another episode of the 7-3 Garage. Here we are today. Today is Thursday the 26th. Hope everybody had a great holiday season, but we are back. If everybody watched the last video, I know you saw I put in the end there that we had an issue with the water pump. Long story short, we were basically pouring the coolant in. We needed to add oil and we were ready to fire this thing up. And as I'm pouring in the coolant, I could see and hear that there was something leaking. So we stopped, got underneath the truck, and unfortunately, we found that there, I can show you in a second, we had a water leak from the weep hole on the water pump. So that kind of halted all the progress. I was pretty disappointed, to say the least. I was very ready to get this thing going, but not a big deal. I actually ended up getting a new pump order that came in a very timely manner. So we're gonna get that on today, get the fluids in, hopefully get this thing fired up and running for everybody. So let me show you where we had our issue on the other pump. Old water pump is out. We got our nice big catch basin under there. You can see that. We're gonna clean all that front cover up where all the old gasket was, or the old liquid gas, the old RTV stuff. We'll get that all cleaned up. We took all the components off there, heater, hose neck, the 90 that goes in the bottom of the pump, the water neck, the top piece, all the hardware, the thermostat. So we're gonna be cleaning all this stuff up here, and we'll start working on getting everything. You guys saw the new one already. Here's the old one. This was leaking right out of here, right out of the weep hole. So it sucks, it's the way it goes. I was upset about it, but I'm over it now. But it's all starting to come together. A real quick thing while we're here. This is Diesel Sight's 203-degree thermostat. I believe the 97s came with a 194 or 193 or something in that area. But Bob Rowley basically found that when these trucks operate at a higher temperature, they actually, at a warmer temperature, they tend to run a little bit better. So you get that truck up to operating temperature, everything actually warms up and gets heated and starts running a little bit better. So that's the one I've had in my truck for a couple of years, and it runs great. But we have all of our coolant here. It's a lot. I told everybody it takes a lot of coolant. These things, I think it's right around 8 gallons in the entire system when the block is filled with the along with the radiator. So we're gonna get to work on this, and we'll update you in a minute. So we are set up here. The pump, we have all of the water inlet, the water neck on it, the heater hose inlet or outlet, and the coolant temp sensor has been in place. Everything's been torqued to the appropriate setting as well. The surface is ready to go. We have the new gasket. We are just giving this a once over one more time. Let me show everybody what this looks like here. All right. So this is all ready to go here. Everything's cleaned up. We're gonna just hit that one more time and prep it just so the mating surface is ready to go. That's the biggest part of this, and we were just talking about it, is surface preparation. This is something I've had to learn, or I had to learn the hard way, and my dad's had to learn the hard way. A lot of friends that I know have done this have had to learn the hard way. And surface prep is a major part. If you have any amount of anything, whether it's leftover metal, silicone, whatever, when that O-ring goes to mate to that surface, especially in this groove, you're gonna have a real hard time with getting things to seal. So you put all the time in beforehand so you can reap the benefits when you're done. Because if you kind of half-ass it, for lack of better words, and you get everything together and you bolt it up, and as soon as you start pouring a fluid in, it starts leaking, it's gonna be very frustrating. So just ensure that you really take your time with all this stuff. I'm excited to get this thing going, but at the same time, I have to kind of slow myself down because I get antsy myself. You know, I've been waiting a long time for this thing to run, so it really benefits you to just take your time and make everything happen. So we are gonna, again, like I said, prep that one more time, and then we're gonna get this water pump on, start torquing things down, and start getting the front of that engine back together and ready to go. We got the new water pump in place. We'll show you what that looks like in just a second. Let me think. We got the water pump in place and tightened down. Everything's the way that it should be. We have the upper and lower radiator hoses are on and tight. So check this out. We're ready to go here. We are going to add oil to it right now while this kind of gets set up and just kind of we put a very small amount of RTV silicone on the mating surface just to fill in any sort of imperfections, torqued it down. So while that's kind of getting set up, we're going to go ahead and add some oil here. This is what I've been using the past couple oil changes. I use Schaefer's 15W40. Heard a lot of good things about this oil, so we are gonna be putting the same stuff back in, and when we change the oil for the first time, after the engine's been had some time on it, we're gonna go ahead and film that. So We're gonna get the oil in it. We're gonna push it out of the garage. We'll get the camera set up for that so everybody can see. And we're gonna get ready to fire this thing here. So pretty excited, anticipating this moment for 4 months, but it is rapidly approaching. So we're gonna get oil in this thing and we will get the camera set up when we are pushing this thing out. Coolant is in. For the most part, still draining a little bit. We're gonna get it out of the garage right now. I'm gonna set the camera up, but we've put it, how much have we put in there so far?
I think we have six
in there, and the whole system takes about 8. So while it's idling, we're going to leave the cap off, let it kind of move everything through the engine block and the water pump, all the hoses, everything, get everything filled up, and we'll be able to accurately see how much more coolant we're going to be needing. This is it. The pan has oil in it. Before we started, I'm just going to pull a dipstick out and check, make sure we got enough oil in it, and that's really it. So far, we've had no leaks with anything, so that's a much better feeling than it was about a week ago. So pretty promising. So we'll this is it. This is the moment of truth. This is what everybody's been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for 4 months. So we're gonna be doing this real quick. I don't know if everybody's noticed, or you will notice on this video, I have a new GoPro Hero 8. Santa Claus was very good to me. It was my girlfriend bought it for me, so thank you. She has been supporting me through this entire process, been dealing with me, working in here long hours, and she's been in a tow truck with me 3 times this year with this thing on the back. So Em, thank you very much. I love you. She knows it. Sorry to get mushy, but wanted to give her the acknowledgement because she deserves it. She's been putting up with it. So that's it. So I'm gonna get this camera set up. We're gonna push this thing out and turn the key. Okay, first time in 4 months, this thing's gonna be out of the garage. Last time it was outside was when it came home on a tow truck. That was August 29th, 2019. So today is December 26th, 2019. So it's been just about 4 months now. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out right now. So hang tight. All right, you ready? We'll just get it basically out to.
Just take off the brake. I think.
Well, I don't want to hit your mirror. It looks like it's pretty tight. But...
Push it in.
Hold on.
I'll do it.
I got that backwards. It's been so long. I'm gonna jump in there. Get in there. Get in there. I got it. Once it gets off the lip, it's all right. Get in there, Brandon. I think we're good. You all right?
Yep.
We're still clear.
You got plenty of room on your right.
I'm good?
You got plenty of room on the right. Yeah. Just stay in there.
Yeah, you're good.
Right.
You're fine.
Right.
It's not fun with no power steering. All right, guys, here it is outside of the garage in 4 months. This is insane. I got all this stuff I'm gonna have to pick up, but that's beside the point. All right, what were we doing, Dad?
Just prime the pump.
Oh, you want me to okay, so right now we're gonna check for fuel leaks in the back of the head. So I'm gonna turn that pump on again. He's gonna check the fittings, and we'll check again up front to make sure we got nothing. So we jump in this thing. And I'll tell you what, this Hero 8 is amazing. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So you hear that fuel pump kind of bogging. Any leaks?
No, looks good.
All right.
Do it again. Let me check this back one.
It should, the fuel should go up there pretty easily. It's a pretty good fuel pump, so not worried about it. All right, let me open this window. All right, here it is, moment of truth. Let's see how she does. So if the first time you're firing these things, whether it's after a rebuild or after a fuel injector install, it's going to take a little bit to get these things started. You always want to make sure you have good batteries in it and that they're charged properly, because this is hard on the batteries. You don't want to get them too hot, you don't want to overheat them or anything like that. So the cycling on and off, usually with a good oil system, everything's healthy. It should take about a minute or two to get everything fired up. But where the position you guys are, you'll be able to see smoke will start coming out of the tailpipe. You know everything's starting to burn, and it should fire up in hopefully the next couple attempts. So let's keep going here. Dead.
Put the cables back on there.
So as you saw, the batteries are pretty low with juice from cranking this thing up. But we're gonna go ahead and try the old jumper cable method here. I actually spoke to Brian Jellick a little bit not too long ago. I was getting nervous because this thing wasn't cranking over. So I gave him a call. He just said the same thing, asked me a couple questions. I told him everything was pretty much tight in the way that it should be. So we're gonna try this out here.
Watch your hit.
Here, Pops.
Oh yeah.
Watch your cable.
All right, let's see if this hunk of junk works.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, let it rip, tater chip. There we go. Not bad for a Ford.
Yeah! Woo! Shit.
All right. She's running. Holy shit, this is awesome. It's been forever. Oh. All right, guys, we did it. This is awesome. It's been forever since this thing has run, so to hear this thing idling is awesome. Sounds great. Oh man, miss that smell. All right, so we're gonna do a couple things here. I'm gonna get the fan shroud back on, to get the fan on this thing, and we're gonna try and take it around the block. We gotta start driving. We're gonna check the leaks right now. We gotta do a couple other small odds and ends, so we will be right back. Fire that thing up, it's running. Sweet.
It's all ready to rock and roll.
It's already running. All right.
How long has it been? Like 3 months?
Yeah, well, 4 months. August 29th it broke. So this is the first drive. We're taking it out. Just going to see how the transmission shifts, see how everything does.
Sweet.
Oh man, it feels good to be back in this thing. A lot of time, a lot of money into this thing, so it's pretty cool to be back on the road again. And everything feels pretty good. I'm just gonna take it down the street just to see how it feels. I've really got to get it and drive it.
How many miles do you have to break it in for?
It's like
they say like a minimum.
I've heard between 500 and 600 from people, so really,
Yeah.
it really just depends. I know you got to seat these piston rings a little bit, so.
Feels good.
Yeah, I feel like it spools a little easier with that cam in here.
Oh, What cams you put in there?
It says Stage 2 Colt.
Yeah, buddy. America right there.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Chevy guy, you know. Chevy runs deep. You're polluting the environment.
It's fine. So I go up here and turn around and then. Gauges, I should really be watching this ICP, but
How's you got oil pressure?
yeah, it's
Temp
making oil
good?
pressure. Seems pretty good. Transmission's got a little fluid. Nothing's changed. All the tunes I've had are still the same.
What tune are you on right now? Just your basic street tune?
Yeah, it's just the street tune I got it in right now, so it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I really got to get it out and drive it, but I got no bumper on it, no front end, so
Hey, we'll throw that stuff on.
that'll be the next thing we got to get on, and she'll be
Put the Mickey Thompsons on and do some burnouts.
light her up.
Let her rip, tater chip.
Take her out. Wow, man, this is good. It's a really good feeling. This thing's running now. Making oil pressure. Builds ICP. Awesome. Holy Moses. Wow, that is a great feeling.
Oh, whose SS is that?
I don't know.
Damn.
Inside real quick.
Put it in the garage. Nice bumper, dude.
I'm a little different too with that cam. Wow, holy shit, really? You can hear everything idle now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, we got the truck back inside of the garage now. Vin's still here. We're gonna try and get that front end on. Shouldn't be too bad of a deal. Vinny's got sandals on. Nice.
Yep.
I mean, my footwear's not much better. But we're gonna get this front trim piece on, the bumper, get the rigid lights plugged back in. We'll get the grill mount on, the headlights, all that stuff. So everything's starting to go together pretty easily, but it was able to pull out of the garage, well, go back in the garage under its own power, which is an amazing feeling. So everybody pitched in knows who they are, but last couple parts, the bed's basically empty. So we are gonna get that set up and we'll show you what that looks like. Finally have the truck in the garage. Was able to back in under its own power, not actually have to get pushed in or roll off of a tow truck or what have you. So there's just another look at it. Very, very happy with how everything turned out. I cannot thank the people that have been helping me out through this whole process. Brian for the parts, Laz for all the hard work at the shop down in Hialeah. Vinny was here today helping. Andrew's helped me. Gianni's helped me. Frankie for the lift too. He knows that this would not have been possible without that. So today is Thursday, the 26th. I'm gonna try to get this video up hopefully Friday the 27th, and then I'm gonna have this thing out on the road so everyone can see it again in the daylight. Gonna do some more driving. I'll get the camera mounted up in the truck so we can hear and see and do all kinds of cool stuff. But I'll do another walk around with everything. I got a few small issues I gotta tighten up. Nothing big. My main priority is getting this mess cleaned up in the garage. My garage has been like this for months, so this is not how I keep things. So I mean, just look at this. Is terrible. I can't look at it anymore. So I'm gonna handle everything this weekend. Saturday I'll put some time in and get everything cleaned up, move some things around so I can get my 300ZX in the garage. But I think that's it. I have finally had to come in and shower and get cleaned up. And eat something. I was dying. I really hadn't eaten all day, so all the time was really going into this. Another full day, and finally it's nighttime again, and this time it's running. The engine's not sitting on the stand, and the truck's not sitting here again with no engine. So very, very happy with how this turned out. Thanks for watching, and share with your friends, comment, follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of updates on there, so feel free to check all of that out. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Brandon. This is the 7-3 Garage. We will see you next time.